Thanks, Danielle. We're going to catch up with Tarik Skubal ahead of tonight's game.
Yep.
Awesome. All right, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Very good, very good. All right, you guys are coming off of a win. It must feel pretty good, huh?
Yeah. Hoping to do that again today.
Absolutely. All right, so let's take a step back and look at when you got called up and you made your MLB debut. I hear that you didn't tell your roommate Casey Mize that you got that call up. You wanted to wait until he heard that he got called up too. What has it been like having someone with you every step of the way?
It's been huge. You know, that comfort factor. You know, you're trying to get comfortable, new team that I'm not super familiar with. You know, I played a little bit of spring training with them, but that got shut down early. So to have that guy that you're comfortable with and, you know, you trust to every step of the way, you know, it's been huge.
I'm sure it makes it that much more fun, too. And obviously this is a weird season, but what's it been like being up in the big leagues?
It's been fun. It's been fun just trying to enjoy every day. You know, about every day I look up and it's like, you know, third, fourth inning, whatever inning it is, and I'm like, dang, this is MLB. You know, it's still feels very, you know, new. But yeah, it's been really fun.
Awesome. So let's ask you some fun questions, if you will. Last week, Artie said that each player gets their time in the clubhouse to play their own music. Have you gotten your time yet? And if you do, or when you did, what are you playing?
No, I haven't. I haven't got my own, but I've got my own playlist that I put in, you know, my headphones, or if I'm working out and no one's in there or something like that, I'll throw something on. But yeah, I haven't got my time to shine though yet.
All right, well, it'll come, I'm sure. Yeah. And the clubhouse seems like a really good mix of veteran players and new guys that you are getting your time with in the big leagues. Has anyone given you some great piece of advice, and who is that? And if they did, what was it?
Yeah, I would probably go with, you know, Matt Boyd. He's throwing tonight. He's been huge. Just, you know, first day, you know, he's like, congrats, you know, you're a big leaguer. You know, you deserve it. You belong here. You know, all those things that, you know, you are trying to feel like you're trying to learn, or, you know, get that same confidence for yourself to know that you belong. So that's huge to hear from a guy like that, you know, the first day you're there.
Yeah, I have a feeling Matt Boyd is the kind of guy that you listen to and gives great advice. He's a very well-spoken man. But your last two starts, let's talk about that. They've been a lot better than your first two. Have you made any changes, or where has that improvement come from?
I think a little bit more confidence in myself and, you know, aggression with how I pitch. But, you know, I'm just trying to get my feet underneath me. And get everything back, get a feel for everything again, and all my pitches, and then, you know, continue to go forward and be consistent.
So we heard that you would switch the grip on your changeup before your last start. Is that something you felt you needed to do by watching film or looking at data? What made you make that change?
Yeah, so I got my, you know, little report that you get after every outing, and the average like exit velocity on my changeup is like 98 or 99, which is not good at all. It means they're, you know, hammering that pitch. And I just felt like I wasn't generating the swings that I wanted to, or the contact that I wanted to. I felt like there was a lot of long fly balls instead of ground balls, or, you know, infield pop-ups. That's kind of what I'm trying to do with the changeup, or swing and miss. I feel like I didn't get any swing and misses on it, maybe one. So yeah, I was like, hey, this pitch has got, it's carrying too much into the zone, and it's not sinking or fading enough. It's just basically a slow fastball. So I was just trying to do something and get rid of that pitch, because, I mean, at that point there's no point in throwing it anymore. So I'd rather just flip the grip and, you know, start fresh than keep trying to work on something that's not working.
Interesting. I guess change makes improvement. But your next start, it's tomorrow night against the St. Louis Cardinals. It's another start you have in a doubleheader. Do you change your approach in a doubleheader at all?
No, just same thing. You know, take the ball and control what I can control. I think if you get caught up in that type of stuff, you know there are only 7 innings, and then you know there's 2 of them. You start thinking about things that you shouldn't be thinking about when you're on the mound. So I just try to keep the same approach and, you know, continue to go out there and compete.
Very cool. Okay, so I read up on you the past week and came across a couple articles, kind of contradicting articles. One had pitching coach Rick Anderson telling you to have fun out there, and one had Austin Romine telling you to be more aggressive. Are these different messages, or do you have fun when you are being more aggressive on the mound?
Yeah, you know, when I'm out there, I don't know if fun is the right word. I don't know if I'm trying to have fun, because I like to have fun, in the dugout or in the clubhouse or, with guys or something like that, off the field more so, in the weight room or something like that, have fun there. And then when I'm out there, I do want to be aggressive and try not to think that much. I know when I start thinking a lot, I get into a lot of trouble. That's just personal experience. So I let the catcher do the thinking, let Romy do the thinking, or Griner do the thinking, and let me just go out there and be aggressive.
Love it. Sometimes less is more. All right.
No,
So before this interview, I talked to Dan Dickerson, and he was telling me that you have a few brothers, and that you had said before that it makes it a little more competitive having those brothers. Do you attribute your competitiveness to your brothers and always trying to get a leg up?
Yeah, definitely. I've told this story before, but my older brother wouldn't let me beat him at basketball until I really could, and he would give me like a 10-point lead, and we played to 11. He'd start 10-0. Winner takes the ball, so if you score, you get the ball back. It's not like traditional basketball. And I would lose 11-10 every time. And it would just like really piss me off and like cause a lot of problems, in the house, just because I was so angry that I was losing all the time. And I think that is just, where it is competitive. Like my little brother, I think I've let him beat me. I didn't let him beat me. He might have beat me one time. He got lucky.
I hope he's
I'll give it to me
watching
maybe
this.
one time. He got lucky, but I think I've beaten him like 25, 30 times. I still, if I were to play basketball today, I would not let him beat me until he can't beat me, or, I'm 65 or something and he happens to be 60 and he can beat me then, just because my body is not there anymore. But yeah, I still won't let him beat me at basketball. I think that's just kind of the competitiveness that we always had in the house. I mean, we were always playing indoor hoops or wiffle ball, and there was always, at the end of it, it would start out as a fun game, and by the end, when the game's winding down, it was a lot of pushing and shoving and fighting. So we'd have to get the ball taken away or something like that. Our parents would have to take it away and say, you guys are done. But yeah, it was always fun though.
Sibling rivalry at its finest. I understand. I have two brothers myself. All right.
Yeah.
Tarik, I can't thank you enough for catching up with us. Best of luck tomorrow. We're all rooting for you, and go Tigers.
Yeah, go Tigers. Thank you.
Thank you.